Beneath the ancient rocks, there lies a museum without walls. Its residents are long gone, erased not by time, but by evolution itself. They once swam, crawled, hunted, and soared. Then they vanished. Not because they were weak, but because the rules of life changed around them. Imagine a world still experimenting, nature sketching strange blueprints across a planet still under construction. Every valley, every sea, filled with the creatures that seemed like dreams, worms wearing armor, sharks with spiral jaws, flying reptiles that ruled the skies like dragons from forgotten myths. The air shimmered with possibility. And yet, every one of them was temporary. Nature hit delete. The blueprints were erased. But the fossils remained, pressed into stone signatures of ideas that never made it to the final draft of evolution. Every shadow in the rock hides something that once breathed. Every grain of sand remembers the shape of a vanished world. And as the wind whispers through canyons of fossilized time, one truth remains. The Earth remembers everything we've forgotten. Welcome to the Lost Zoo, the graveyard of evolution's experiments, where beauty and extinction share the same heartbeat. Every fossil is a page torn from a story that was never finished. Beneath our feet lie countless chapters, evolution abandoned. Some animals survived and changed. Others were prototypes singular, unmatched, and left behind. They weren't failures, they were experiments. These are what scientists call evolutionary dead ends, branches on the tree of life that grew, flourished, and snapped off, not because they were unfit, but because the world changed faster than they could. Think of Hallucigenia, a worm with spikes along its back like a moving cactus, or Helicoprion, the shark whose lower jaw spiraled like a circular saw, or Titanoboa, the serpent that replaced dinosaurs as Earth's top predator. Each creature represents a possibility, evolution, once tried and then abandoned. There were others too, Anomalocaris, the ancient sea predator with eyes like lenses, devouring trilobites. Cephactinus, a fish so large and aggressive it sometimes swallowed prey half its size, dying from its own gluttony. They were vivid, powerful, and temporary. Evolution is not a ladder moving upward. It's a web that keeps tearing and reweaving itself. The Lost Zoo is the archive of those forgotten patterns, a gallery where imagination met extinction, and both left fossils behind. Our first exhibit is Hallucigenia, the fossil that fooled science itself. Discovered in the Burgess Shale of British Columbia, this tiny worm-like creature looked like a hallucination. It had a row of spines, stick-like legs, and no clear head or tail. When paleontologists first reconstructed it in the 1970s, they built it upside down. They thought its spines were legs and its true legs were tentacles. For decades, textbooks showed an imaginary animal that never existed. The name Hallucigenia stuck because it truly looked like a hallucination. Only with modern electron microscopes did scientists finally see the real creature. Its true head had two simple eyes and a mouth rimmed with teeth. Its spines were armor, not limbs. Its delicate legs ended in claws, like those of today's velvet worms, onychophorans, its distant relatives. In that revelation came humility. It wasn't the fossil that was upside down. It was our understanding. Hallucigenia lived during the Cambrian explosion, over 500 million years ago, when nature experimented wildly. Most Cambrian creatures vanished, but they laid the foundation for life as we know it. Hallucigenia's story is a reminder that even the strangest experiments shape what comes next. Its line ended, but its spirit survives in every arthropod, in every spider, crab, and insect that still walks the earth. Next, we descend into the Permian seas to meet Helicoprion, the shark with the spiral jaw. For more than a century, this fossil baffled paleontologists. Its jaw looked like a rolled-up saw blade, a spiral of teeth, coiled perfectly. Where did it belong? The head, the throat, the tail. Early reconstructions placed it on the nose like a weapon or curled in the belly like armor. It wasn't until 2013, with 3D scans from Idaho State University, that the truth emerged. The spiral sat in the lower jaw, a rotating tooth factory that replaced old teeth with new in an endless loop. A buzzsaw powered by hunger. Imagine that spiral slicing through schools of soft-bodied prey in dark prehistoric waters. It was a masterpiece of design, elegant, efficient, but specialized, and specialization can be deadly. When the Permian seas changed and prey vanished, Helicoprion's perfection became its trap. Its modern cousins mako and tiger sharks still echo its legacy with rows of replaceable teeth. But the spiral jaw itself was too strange to survive. Helicoprion vanished, leaving behind fossils that looked like art carved by geometry itself, a symbol that even evolution's most brilliant inventions can be one generation too early. Now we enter the Paleocene, the dawn after dinosaurs. The world is quiet, humid, steaming with new life. And through that swamp slithers a giant Titanoboa cerrejonensis, discovered in 2009 in the Cerrejón coal mines of Colombia. Its vertebrae were the size of dinner plates, at 13 meters long and over a ton in weight. It was the largest snake ever known. It hunted crocodiles, lungfish, anything that dared move. It didn't need venom, only power and patience. The heat of that ancient world was the secret to its size. Cold-blooded creatures grow larger when temperatures rise. But when global cooling began, Titanoboa's advantage turned against it. It couldn't shrink fast enough to survive. Its reign lasted only a blink in geological time, about 2 million years. When it died, it left a void that would never again be filled. The jungle around it changed. Plants adapted. Mammals multiplied. Climates cooled. The giant serpent faded into legend, its bones pressed into coal seams that now fuel our own civilization. Titanoboa's story is not just about power, it's about limits. Even the mightiest predator can be undone by a changing world. High above the forests of late Cretaceous Texas soared Quetzalcoatlus northropi, the largest creature ever to take flight. Its wings stretched over 12 meters, wider than a fighter jet's cockpit. Its neck rose taller than a giraffe, and its hollow bones made it lighter than it looked. When it launched, it didn't flap. It vaulted from the ground with a leap, wings snapping open with a thunderclap of air. For a few seconds, it ruled the wind, a living hang glider powered by sunlight and muscle. On the ground, it stalked small dinosaurs and mammals, moving on 4 limbs like a dragon-turned heron. Nothing else in the sky matched its dominance. But then came the asteroid. Ash filled the air. The sun dimmed. Plants died. And with them, the insects and prey Quetzalcoatlus needed. Its vast wings became useless burdens in a dying world. The skies themselves forgot their masters. Flight survived, but only in smaller, lighter forms. No bird, no bat ever matched that ancient dragon scale. For a moment, Earth truly had dragons, and then it never did again. At first, extinction seems random, as if luck alone decides who stays and who goes. But look closer, and patterns emerge. Nature doesn't favor the strongest or most terrifying. It favors those who fit. When the environment shifts, perfection can become poison. Hallucigenia's rigid armor stopped it from bending with time. Helicoprion's spiral jaw thrived only in one ocean. Titanoboa's empire melted with the heat it depended on. Quetzalcoatlus fell, not because it was weak, but because its sky vanished. In human terms, it's like invention. The greatest ideas are often discarded when the world moves on. Innovation always leaves casualties. Even in nature, extinction is not chaos. It's editing, a brutal, elegant process where every deletion shapes what survives next. Each fossil is a redacted sentence in the story of life. And through those deletions, new words are written. Without the dead ends, evolution would have no direction. Without loss, there would be no life. The lost zoo isn't entirely gone. Its echoes still swim, crawl, and fly among us. The coelacanth, a deep-sea fish thought extinct for 65 million years, reappeared alive in 938, a ghost reborn. The horseshoe crab still crawls across beaches, carrying 450 million years of memory in its blue blood. The tuatara, a reptile found only in New Zealand, is the last survivor of a line that walked beside dinosaurs. Sharks still bear the genetic blueprints of Helicoprion's endless teeth, and crocodiles unchanged for eons still lurk like ancient software running on modern hardware. Even birds carry whispers of Quetzalcoatlus. Every flap, every glide, is a smaller echo of that giant's final flight. Evolution doesn't just erase, it recycles. Every survivor is a time traveler wearing a new skin. The lost zoo still breathes through them, quietly, patiently. You can see it in the gleam of a shark's eye, the hiss of a lizard, the silent spiral of a seashell. The ghosts of extinction are everywhere, and some are still watching us. Extinction isn't failure. It's evolution's punctuation, mark, the pause between chapters. Every species that vanishes clears the stage for another. Without the extinction of amphibian giants, dinosaurs wouldn't have risen. Without the dinosaurs and mammals wouldn't have inherited Earth. Without them, we wouldn't be here to remember. Extinction is not a tragedy, it's transformation. Nature doesn't mourn, it adapts. Maybe the lost zoo isn't gone, maybe it's dreaming. Every extinct creature lives again in DNA fragments, in shapes that reappear millions of years later in other forms. Feathers, scales, claws. These are the words of an ancient language nature keeps rewriting. Perhaps extinction isn't the end, it's evolution dreaming in another form. And maybe, in every fossil, nature is whispering, "I am not done yet." In a silent desert canyon, a fossil catches the last light of day. The ridges of its bones glow like script carved by time itself. Once, it lived. Now, it teaches. The lost zoo sleeps beneath our feet, not gone, just waiting for memory. When we dig, we're not searching for bones. We're searching for identity, for the stories written before us. The worm, the shark, the snake, the dragon, all gone, yet not forgotten. Each one a verse in life's unfinished poem. Evolution doesn't forget, it just rewrites. And every time we unearth a fossil, we turn a page in that endless story, a story that began long before us and will continue long after we're gone. The Lost Zoo reminds us nature creates masterpieces, only to erase them, and in that erasure, life finds its next beginning.